Hi friends, it's Becky, and we are having some weather with a capital W today. I actually just waited for the thunders that would just clapped down to pass before I turned this on and started recording. But I made a challenge to myself to make a pair of earrings every day for the month of April, and I haven't made my earrings yet today. So I'm going to pull out some of the things that I had an idea about making some earrings with from the Potomac Beads Spun Sugar Serenade treasure box, and that was these pretty butterfly charms, these buttons, and I think I would like to also use 2 of these fire polish faceted rounds here and 1 of these sparkly guys, I think. So, actually, let's get a couple of these. Yeah, all right. So I'm going to be using these, and if my power goes out while I'm in the middle of this, I'll just, because we've already had the power go out at least once today, possibly twice. We had hail. We had, like, when I say weather with a capital W, I mean it. So I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible. I'm going to do 1 earring with y'all and 1 earring on my own. That way I can get it finished with y'all and I can start editing it and start getting it uploaded and all of that. I'm going to be using some 20 gauge wire. I like this titanium color because it is such a great match for either sterling silver or stainless steel. Both. It works really great with it. Sometimes like silver is just a little too bright to do with that. So what I'm going to do with this is I think I'm just going to make some simple loops with my round nose plier. I've got some round nose pliers. Oh, sounds like we got some hail again. So if it gets noisy, I apologize for that. We've got some chain nose pliers. I've got some flush cutters for my wire. And I've got some 6-step bail making pliers because when I start making the loop for the button, I'm going to be using one of these larger loops for that, and probably going to be this guy right here. So let's get started. Actually, I'm going to move the round nose pliers, and I'm just going to use this because it'll give me some consistency. I'm going to use the 2nd step right here to make a loop to attach to the butterfly. And I'm just going to make the loop, and once it's touching in the back there, I'm just going to take my chain nose pliers and bend it back so that the loop is centered over the middle of that. That's why you either do a bend before you start a loop, or in this case, after I started the loop, I started that bend. And that's what I'm going to attach my butterfly charm to. Now for the rest of it, let's go ahead and cut off about that much of it, because I am going to have, yes, 1 of these sitting there on top of that, and 1 of these sort of clear sitting on top of that. And now I want to make a much larger loop. See, this loop is going to be this way, and I need another loop that's going to go in this hole on this button. So I'm going to bend my wire right there next to the bead. I'm going to bend it right over. And then, because I'm not sure exactly how much wire I'm going to need to go around this, I'm going to put this on here and I'm going to start making my loop. And once it comes all the way around and passes there, that's how much wire I'm going to need. I can take that off of the loop, and then I can go ahead and cut it. And I'm going to turn my flush side of my flush cutter towards my wire right there. And now I can close that loop. And just to work hard in this loop, I'm going to squish it with my chain nose pliers. You can use flat nose pliers. You could use a hammer if you wanted to, just to keep that more loop shaped than not. There we go. And these loops are perpendicular to each other, and I would like them to be parallel. So I'm gonna grab one of these with one pliers, and then the other with another set of pliers that are right here. Just have a second set of pliers. Again, I apologize for the noise. Like I said, we are having weather, and I just want to get my earrings made for today so that I don't have to worry about like the power going out and not being able to get this uploaded for today, which wouldn't be the end of the world. It would be totally fine if I just made them, you know, in the dark and then uploaded it tomorrow. I'm sure everyone would understand, but there we go. I am definitely going to be checking out my roof tomorrow. And there we go. So now we've got this dangle attached to the button. And I'm going to open and close this other loop on the other end and attach my butterfly. And I'd like my butterfly to face the same direction as this button, so I'm going to put it on this way. All right. And now I need to make a loop here at the top. Now it's going to be just another couple of simple loops. But again, we're going to have our big loop to go through this top hole on the button. Then I'm going to put this little sparkly guy on it, and then have another loop for our ear wire to go through. So let me grab some more wire off of here, and actually, let's go ahead and cut this flush. And I'm going to just do the loop this way for the larger loop first instead of the small loop first, like I did the first time. And now that I've got that loop made, I can bend this back so that the loop is centered, close it up. I'm just using my fingers to close that up. You can use your tools if you want. I'm going to smoosh it to work hard in the loop. Again, you can hammer it if you want, but I find these tools do a really good job of just doing it if you smush it with something that is flat and doesn't have ridges on the inside. All right, so now I need, it's like an eye pin with a great big eye. All right, so now I'm gonna make another loop on the top of this after I put this guy right there. And we bend over the wire right here on the very top. And then for this one, I can go ahead and just use the side of my finger like I'm used to measuring for this. It's about 1 centimeter. And now I can roll that back up into a loop and make sure it's actually a loop. And I can attach an ear wire to that, but I'm going to want these to actually be perpendicular instead of parallel. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm going to move my loops, but instead of them being like this, they're going to be like this. They're going to make kind of a cross. That way, when I open this, swing this open, and you got to kind of open it pretty wide in order to fit the whole button in there. There we go. And I can close it up. And then attach my ear wire to the other side, and look at that. I finished making this earring before the power went out. So let me make the second one, and then I'll get this posted.